We live in a very negative world. I don't know if you've noticed. Every day when I go to work, I am surrounded by a bunch of sometimes very negative people. Over the last number of years, there's been a lot of changes introduced to our organization. And a lot of people don't always like all the changes, but especially don't like the way that the changes are managed by our leaders. And so there's a whole lot of grumbling and complaining going along. And we are at a point now where anything new that is introduced is met with criticism and, yes, a very good dose of cynicism. And living and working in those environments every day, it's very easy to get sucked into it and to become part of the problem. And so I have to be very careful every day that I go to work that I am not becoming one of those that are complaining like that. I have one leader in specific that doesn't like me at all. She seems to find a way in every meeting to send a slight to my way, to discredit whatever I offer as an opinion. And so it's sometimes very, very frustrating. I'm reading a book by Jack Canfield called The Success Principles. And his first success principle is to take 100% responsibility for your life. That means no complaining, no grumbling, but in particular, it means that you can choose the response that you have to any negative situation that you face in your life. And so one of the exercises that Jack says that's very good to do is to take all your complaints, all your grumblings, all your frustrations and write them down. It's very good to acknowledge those. It's very good to face up to it. But then take those and change it into an action statement that is going to be a positive or a different response than you would naturally have. So for example, I can say that, I don't agree with a specific change at work. So that's my complaint. But then I can change that into an action statement and say, I am going to offer solutions, but I am going to be part of the solution to the problem and not being part of the problem. It's just a mind shift and a way for you to think about how should I respond in certain situations. And you can apply that to any area of your life. So that's my contribution for today. I want to encourage you, think about anything that you are unhappy about, anything that's very easy to complain about, something that you are frustrated with, write it down and then change it into an action statement so that you can have a different response that will eventually result in a different outcome. You can also, if you want to, write some of that in the comments below. Maybe that will be a good exercise for you to just write down your action statement below as a way to get involved in this exercise. So I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I hope that whatever things frustrate you, whatever things you can easily complain about, you can come up with a different response and have a much better outcome.